start with the problem. So I feel like I meet people all the time who have businesses or business ideas, or are just like business owners, and then I actively, right, like support senior leadership in a tech business, right? And when I think about what I advise people on, especially when they're newly ideating and getting excited about something, the work I do really just comes down to starting with the problem. Because you get excited about an idea. This is maybe an episode this episode is so like business stuff, but like hopefully we'll still zoom out to other areas of life, because it actually does zoom out to other areas of life, but we'll get to that. But I think sometimes we get so excited about an idea, and so we start building out the idea. I saw someone recently who they're showing me all of these things that they've planned out, how they would do the website, what they would offer, what kind of people they're targeting, how much they project they'll make, what they project their costs to be, blah, blah, blah. And you're doing all of this work. And even I have fallen victim to this more in my past, like when I was just kind of thinking and throwing ideas on the wall, seeing what would stick, but just like kind of investing so much time in that part of the ideating and even executing process. But what I'm actually doing there, and what people I see all around me are doing wrong, is like you're focusing so much on the answer. But then in order for this answer to generate income for you, or to be successful in that way, to be like commercially viable, what problem is it answering? Right? Like if I give you a homework assignment, but like there's no questions on it, and you can write whatever you want, right? And you can write whatever you want. Anything you write down is going to sound amazing, useful, valuable. And that's the thing. There's nothing wrong with your answer. But what is the question it's tied to? Because then if there's no question, how do you connect it back to how it would make money? So like maybe I should like be more specific about this too, but it's like if you go out there and build this entire thing out, whether it's a software thing, whether it's an offering, whether you're going to sell a certain product to a certain geography, but you've not thought about the problem you're solving, then you have no idea who's going to buy it. Because ultimately, what pain are they having that you are addressing? And if you're not addressing someone's actual pain, then now you've put in a ton of effort into a beautiful answer that nobody needs. And the thing is, if somebody does need it, maybe they actually do need the thing you're talking about, but if you aren't able to communicate it in a way that it answers someone's question, someone's problem out there, then you'll never actually get connected to your core audience, and you'll just kind of be speaking into the void, which that doesn't mean you will fail. Like you might still eventually pick up steam down the line, but it's just going to be so much harder and take so much longer than if you built something with a question in mind, or built something with a problem in mind, a pain in mind that you are addressing. Right. And I actually think that like analogy of me giving you a piece of paper with no question on it, and you can write whatever you want and be so excited about whatever you wrote down, is like the perfect analogy. Because ultimately, if you do all of that and then you come to me and I tell you, actually, my question was like, what are we having for dinner tonight? You didn't know that, so you wrote me an entire book about how to build a house. It's like, okay, well now like that's like two total extremes, but like, yeah, what are we gonna do? Because I still don't know what I want to eat, and you have a beautiful idea, but I want to eat dinner. So like, you shouldn't be talking to me. You should be talking to someone else. Like, but then to also like zoom this out for people that, you know, don't care about business stuff. I feel like this goes for life in general, in the sense of like, sometimes we get so excited about, oh, I'm going to do this to change my life. I'm going to do this challenge. I'm going to do 75 hard. I'm going to take on this habit. And we get so excited about results. Like we get so excited about, again, the answer, but we don't do any work to think about our life, like our life, what are the problems in it, and auditing our life. And I've talked about this in previous episodes, right? Of in order for you to bring something in that's new, it's all well and good to get all excited, make a system, optimize it. But then if you don't think about how it actually fits in structurally to your current day to day, then all of those things are just floating great ideas that when tomorrow comes and you're done dreaming about the system, it doesn't fit, right? Because it's like that podcast episode around you can't build a new life with old puzzle pieces. You have a life with puzzle pieces in it that are all fully formed, for good or for bad. Whether you like the picture you're looking at from this formed puzzle, that's what it is. You have now designed beautiful additional puzzle pieces, but you have not taken anything out. So how are you supposed to inject the new picture? But again, that's you building all of these gorgeous puzzle pieces, building an answer to your perceived problems, or not even really thinking about how it fits in, right? But you're just building an answer, building all these pretty puzzles. And then when it comes time to implement, execute, make that habit for yourself, make that thing you're so excited about stick inside your day-to-day life, it can't, because it has nowhere to go. It doesn't address a problem because you've not thought about what the problem really is and how to uproot that problem or uproot the puzzle piece that you're using as a subpart answer to said problem so that your new answer can come and be embedded, right? So I think overall, we'll keep this episode short and sweet because I think the point is clear here, hopefully. When you are thinking about, okay, this is what I want to do next, you kind of have to go to like first principles, drill down. And the thing is, of course, maybe you do come with the answer first. Maybe you're like, oh, I think this is going to be a great idea. And it just pops into your head, which I think so many ideas come from that very inspired space. Also, not every idea is about making money. But when these things pop into your head and you feel inspired to act on them, if it's something especially that you're doing for revenue purposes, or even if it's something that you're trying to integrate into your life, don't forget to pause before you get super excited and invest a bunch of time into developing this thing, whatever it is. Don't forget to pause and say, what am I solving? What is the problem? What is the question? Because that will make sure that you are connected like end to end and you will have an end user to speak to. And I feel like what I do day to day is answering that question. We have this cool new tech idea we want to do. Who needs it? Why do they need it? Why does the market signal that this is the thing we should focus on building right now versus a different thing? How do we make sure it makes money? How should we charge for it? But really, who is our ideal customer? And knowing who your ideal customer is really is less about like, well, our ideal customer is someone with the money for it because duh, like we want them to be able to pay for it. But really, they have this specific environment, ecosystem, landscape, problem, world, challenge that they are living in contextually that we slot into perfectly. So we didn't just build a gorgeous puzzle piece. We looked for the puzzle that we slot into. We looked for a puzzle that has a gap in it, and we made our puzzle piece to fit that gap. So don't forget to look at the puzzle you're trying to slot yourself into, even as you build and optimize and design and ideate and dream and execute on the puzzle itself. Okay, that's it for today. I love you guys so much. I will see you next time. Oh, my name is Obie. Welcome to Live LUMANI. I hope you stay a while. Don't forget to follow the podcast. Don't forget to leave us a 5-star review. Us is me and you and the void, yes. And if you want to leave a review, anything under 5 stars, feel free to just not leave one. Okay, because that is the kind and reasonable thing to do. Okay, be nice. Be nice. Okay, love you guys so much. And I will see you next time. Mwah.